We all probably agree that when we think of our childhood days, that we think of simpler times where we didn't think about what anybody thought of us and we were just able to enjoy the simple things. As we get older though, our inner child slowly fades away as we get more and more responsibilities on our plate, and we're slowly taught by society that we have to act a certain way in order for us to be accepted. To regain some of this inner child easiness in your life, which I strongly believe is a good thing, we're going over 9 quick lessons today that we could and should learn from children this year. The last one of these is especially underrated in my opinion, so stick around and...
No, take me with you! Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
Without further ado, let's get right into it. First lesson from children, be courageous. Remember when you were really young, you probably didn't give that many f***s. As a child, we just stare down anything and anybody without ever thinking of any consequences. Just like this, in fact.
Yo, why is he looking at me like that? What's up, little bud? Got a staring problem, pal?
Like what, dude? He's just looking at you. He's a baby.
Look at his face. Dumb little face.
Stop.
Yo, Zen, get your boy, dog.
And since you don't think of any consequences as a child, you literally just have the courage to do basically anything you want. Now, of course, I don't want you to be all reckless and not care at all about any consequences of the stuff you want to do. But I think it is helpful to take this lesson from children and remind ourselves regularly that the consequences of the things we want to do aren't nearly as bad as we make them out to be many times. For example, of course you have to think about what the consequences can and will be if you go 200 kilometers per hour in a 30 kilometers per hour zone. But for example, reminding yourself that the consequences of asking that special person out on a date and them saying no aren't really that bad is a lesson worth taking. Remembering this just can give you the incentive to be more courageous, just like a child, and detaching yourself from any specific outcome. The second lesson to learn from children would be to try new things regularly. As children, we all used to have basically unlimited curiosity to try out anything new that we encountered. But as we grow older and we have more responsibilities, we create our own little bubble with things that we know and are comfortable with. Through living in that bubble, it gets harder to get ourselves to try new things because we fear that we're either bad at it, that we're getting laughed at by others, or that we are maybe wasting our time. But almost every time you try something new, it is an experience that helps you grow out of your comfort zone and one that you will neither regret or forget. So let this be your reminder to try new things often, like the child of God you used to be. One new thing you could try right now is to subscribe to this channel and like the video if you enjoy the content so far.
No.
Third lesson, have fun and laugh more. You know how you can't be mad at children for too long if they do something stupid, but they are having a ton of fun doing it.
Oh. Does it feel good? Does it feel good?
The same thing still applies to us humans at an older age. Of course, there are scenarios where it's not appropriate at all to laugh. But life is short, so having fun and laughing more by looking for the comedic part of many, but not all situations can help bring out that inner child and enjoying life just a little bit more. Next lesson from children, make more new friends. Remember how you just effortlessly walked up to your peers when you were a child and asked if you could play with them?
Fucking suburbs with it. Rah, bing, bow, bah. Hey, yo, Terry, fuck going on?
We never thought about the possibility of them saying no, because of course this only ever rarely happened. Which is why this is a prime lesson we could learn from children on how to make new friends. If you feel like socializing with your peers, just do it. I think we can find some common grounds almost all the time with anybody, and you can become friends quickly. Of course, you don't have to become best friends with anybody you meet, especially if you're introverted. But reminding yourself to be open to new friends and new acquaintances just like a child can go a long way sometimes. Another thing we should do, like all children, is to fall and then immediately get back up. Everybody, no matter their circumstances, will have some hard times in their life and fail and fall a lot. Not to get all cliche here, but it really is not about how many times we fall. It is about how many times we get back up. Instinctively, especially when we just learn how to walk, we as children immediately get back up when we fall on our way to a cup of ice cream, for example. This is a positive attitude we should all internalize more on our own life path, no matter how far along our peers are. Furthermore, there is no harm to believe in miracles like children. When we were younger, we almost have unlimited belief and imagination. We believe that tooth fairies collect our teeth, that Santa exists, etc. And what did that do to you back then? You were probably really excited and looking forward to those miracles happening. By now you're probably saying,
"But Benny, what the fuck are you talking about? To believe in things and miracles we know don't exist?"
No, of course not. I'm just suggesting that if you believe that miracles, aka good things, will happen in your life, this will help you have a more positive outlook on the future, just like children do. I personally, for example, hope and believe that we will go back to our normal life with this whole Rona thing sooner than later, which helps me keep sane at the moment. Next lesson from children: love playing. No matter our age, I think that we all feel rejuvenated and stress relieved after playing with kids, dogs, or just being playful in general. It's just downright fun. When you play, share laughter, share fun, it is a very good way to connect with those around you. It naturally enhances trust, creates healthy bonds, develops compassion, and you develop friendships in ways that are robust and beautiful. So always remember to be more playful, to enjoy the simplicity of being childlike. You should also wander around more. As a child, I used to wander around to explore and be curious all the time, which led to me getting lost from my parents on multiple occasions. Whether that was at a football stadium, the supermarket, or simply going on a hike. You name it. You name it! While wandering, was it awesome to just explore?
Yes, sir.
Did I eventually end up being scared and crying?
Also, yes, sir.
But now as we are older, we won't get lost as easily and we won't have to cry as much. I hope. Jokes aside, taking a stroll, especially in an unfamiliar place, without a goal and simply just noticing your surroundings can have a calming effect and increase your sense of happiness and well-being, especially nowadays during lockdown times. Just make sure to leave your phone at home and to do this in a safe place, to wander around and be curious just like a child again. And now, last but not least, we should ask more questions just like kids. Do I need to explain this?
I do?
Okay, fine.
See what I did there?
Okay, there couldn't have been a worse example. So let's try this way. Why exactly do we ask questions? Well, here are 10 quick reasons to do so, just like the Youngbloods. To acquire knowledge, to eliminate confusion, to cause someone else to feel special or important, to guide a conversation in the direction we want it to go, to enable a person to discover the answers for themselves, to gain empathy by better understanding someone else's view, to begin and strengthen a relationship, to stimulate creativity and idea. To stimulate creativity and idea generation, to solve a problem, and last, to reach agreement or to agree to disagree, but at least with clarity. Whew, that was exhausting, but I think you get the point. And congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around until the end. And just one more question. If you're still here, then why haven't you liked and subscribed to the channel yet? I post videos regularly with a lighthearted take on ways to increase your financial IQ, self-development, and also lifestyle improvement. If you want to, you can contact me on pretty much all socials at Benny Springer, and I would be very glad to connect with some of you over there. Your support truly helps out a lot, so thank you so much in advance. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.
And I'ma get it by any means.